The NFL calendar is about to reset, and for teams like the Miami Dolphins, this isn't just another offseason, it's a crossroads. Decisions made in the coming months will either cement them as contenders or send them spiraling into another cycle of frustration. No fluff, no safe bets, just cold, hard choices that could define the franchise for years. Tua Tagovailoa's health isn't just a concern, it's the concern. He's a quarterback who has already endured too many hits, too many injuries, too many moments where fans collectively held their breath. Yet somehow, Miami has played roulette with his protection year after year. That has to end. Liam Eichenberg, free agent. Robert Jones, free agent. Isaiah Wynn, same deal. A shaky offensive line is about to become even shakier, and it's impossible to ignore. Terron Armstead's future looms over everything. Signed through 2026. But does it even matter? He was on the verge of retirement last season, and even if he comes back, the reality is brutal. He hasn't played a full season since ever. A 15-game campaign in 2023 was a miracle, not a trend. Even head coach Mike McDaniel, usually upbeat, couldn't pretend there was certainty here. The Dolphins need new blood up front. Whether through free agency or the draft, they must prioritize the offensive line. Because if they don't, they're not just putting Tua at risk. They're throwing away a season before it even begins. Miami's defense wasn't just good last year. It was one of the best. Third in total yards allowed. A unit that kept the team in games even when the offense stumbled. But that success is already in jeopardy. Calais Campbell, free agent. Deshaun Hand, free agent. Benito Jones, same. This isn't just a depth issue. It's a core issue. Campbell was a stabilizing force, and without him, Miami's front is vulnerable. The market has options. Josh Sweat from the Eagles would be a dream signing, but he won't come cheap. His projected deal? $56 million over 3 years. Can the Dolphins afford that? Maybe. Should they? Different question. The draft could offer a solution. James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee. A monster. Mike Green from Marshall. An under-the-radar name that could fit. But waiting on a rookie to fill these shoes is a gamble. Miami needs to get aggressive. They built a defense that can win in January. Now, they need to make sure it doesn't crumble by October. If you think Miami's defense is fine as is, look again. Javon Holland, Jordan Poyer, and Kader Kohou, gone, and maybe gone. That's 2 starting safeties and a slot corner hitting free agency. That's a problem. Sure, Miami could dip into the free agent pool, but they don't have the luxury of overpaying. That means the draft looms large. Enter Malachi Starks. The Georgia safety is exactly the kind of player Miami needs. Smart, physical, a ball hawk with instincts that can't be taught. The kind of defensive back that makes quarterbacks hesitate just long enough for the pass rush to get home. He won't be an easy grab. The Dolphins pick 13th. If they hesitate, he's gone. But if they land him, a true difference maker. They can't let this secondary erode. The AFC is stacked with elite quarterbacks. Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow. If Miami wants to compete, they need playmakers on the back end. Right now, they're running out of them. This one's straightforward. Miami needs running backs. Badly. Raheem Mostert? Gone. Jeff Wilson Jr.? Also gone. That leaves 2 guys, Devon Achane and Jalen Wright. One is electric, but not built for a full workload. The other is unproven. Mike McDaniel isn't panicking, at least not publicly. I feel extremely strong about who is in the room, he said at the NFL Scouting Combine. But he knows that room is incomplete. So who fills it? The draft offers some intriguing names. Ashton Jeanty from Boise State? Explosive. But the Cowboys picked 12th and could snag him first. Amarian Hampton, North Carolina. Caleb Johnson, Iowa. Quinton Judkins, Ohio State. All potential targets in later rounds. Free agency. Maybe. But this regime has been reluctant to spend big on running backs. Whatever the plan is, it needs to be executed flawlessly. Miami's offense thrives on speed, on balance, on keeping defenses guessing. Right now, that balance is missing. This one stings. 2 years ago, Tyreek Hill was the most dangerous weapon in football. 1,799 yards. Unstoppable. Last year, 959 yards. His worst season since 2019. Sure, injuries played a role. But let's not ignore the whispers, the rumors, the moments that made fans raise an eyebrow. Did he really refuse to play in the fourth quarter of last season's finale against the Jets? That's what people are saying. His $28.7 million cap hit for 2025 is massive. Trading him after June 1st would save Miami $14.4 million. But here's the thing, can they afford to lose him?